CTV News, this is Canada AM. With Beverly Thompson and Seamus O'Regan.
Traveling afar in search of medical care. Find out why the business of medical tourism is surging in popularity and in demand.
You're watching Canada AM on CTV.
I haven't been on any pain medication now since the first week after surgery, and I've been doped up like a horse for 6 years. I got more than I ever could have dreamt of, really.
Yesterday, we brought you the story of Jeff Clark, who traveled to Chennai, India, to get spinal surgery. He told us the operation changed his life and that no doctors here in Canada have been able to help him. Well, our next guest is the woman who arranged Jeff's trip to India, as she's done for many other Canadians in search of health care overseas. Yasmin Saeed joins us now from Vancouver. Good morning.
Good morning, Seamus.
Walk us through the process. I mean, if I, like Jeff, if I needed a medical procedure and I wanted to go overseas, what happens? What do you do?
Well, the first thing would be you would contact us with what your problem is, and we require you to bring us your medical reports, any MRI and X-ray films that you may have. And the first step is we send them over to our surgeons in India, who will review them and come back with an opinion as to whether a surgery can be performed or not. Based on that and based on the procedure, we would put together a complete package for the client. And the package actually includes everything from your visa to your travel arrangements to your surgery itself, and then a rehab arrangement in a 5-star beach resort. So the whole package usually consists of about 2 to 3 weeks, and everything is taken care of. And even before the patient leaves for India, we actually arrange a telephone conference between the surgeon himself and the patient, so they can discuss the symptoms and discuss the treatment plans as well.
And what's the approximate cost?
The cost ranges depending on the procedures. Just to give you an example, a hip replacement or a hip resurfacing surgery, the total package cost is about $14,500 Canadian.
What happens if something goes wrong? I mean, in Canada, obviously, and in the United States, generally, you've got the tool of a malpractice suit. What happens if something goes wrong with the surgery in India?
Basically, the Indian hospitals are also covered for malpractice, and they have their own liability insurances. But, so far, by God's grace, nothing's gone wrong. But that's not to say that things won't go wrong. But the promise that we have from our partner hospitals is that if something gets messed up as a result of what they do, they're more than happy to accept the patient back again and do a correctional measure. And we promise the patient that we will facilitate their trip back to India to get that correction or whatever. But generally, if you think about it, Seamus, it's no different from someone going to Switzerland, breaking a leg in a skiing accident and going into an emergency, having a surgery there, and then coming back to Canada and having to have some follow-up because of some complications. When our patients leave India, they're given a complete comprehensive set of reports of everything that's been done to them during their stay. So it's a lot easier for the doctors here to simply follow with the records that they already have.
Yasmin, thank you very much for coming on, because I don't think a lot of Canadians know about this, but I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about it in the future. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much.